So you've just booked your Walt Disney World vacation and you don't know what to do next. Here are the next 8 steps to take after you book your Walt Disney World vacation. Step number 1, download the My Disney Experience app and link your reservation. This app is going to be your best friend before, during, and after your trip, so get familiar with it. Number 2, head over to Facebook and join My Disney Planning Group. On here I share all kinds of tips and tricks and have a little community of other travelers just like yourself that share their tips and tricks that they've learned on their previous trips. Number 3, determine your planning phase. If you are 90 plus days out from your trip, you're in what I call the research phase. This is when you're gonna watch a bunch of YouTube videos, do all of your research to find out what kind of Disney trip you wanna have. Are you gonna be more ride focused? Are you gonna be more dining focused? Are you gonna be more relaxed and wanna do more like in-depth experiences? Then you're going to want to look at those enchanted extras like Caring for Giants and Animal Kingdom or dessert parties. This is when you're going to determine what kind of trip you're going to have. And if you're 90 days or less, you're in the decision-making phase because you need to narrow down what dining you want to make, what enchanted extras you want to make, what days you want to do what parks, because guess what? Step number 4 is making those dining reservations and booking those enchanted extras. Now, at 60 days in advance, you can do your dining reservations and those enchanted extras. If you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort, you can do those for the entire length of your stay at that 60-day out mark. Now, if you're not staying at a Disney resort, it'll be a little different, and I'll explain that in a future dining video. A little step number 4.5. For those of you that are traveling to Disney World in 2023, you will also need to make park reservations. Now, if you're hopping, you will just need to make it for the first park you plan to visit, and you'll need to do this for each day of your trip that you plan to go into the parks. So if on Tuesday you're doing Magic Kingdom, you'll want to make a park pass. Wednesday you're doing Epcot, make a park pass, and so on and so forth. Now, if you're visiting in 2024, great news, you don't have to worry about this. Step number 5. This is when you're going to want to determine what kind of transportation you're going to take. If you're driving your vehicle, great. Disney offers free parking at the resorts. If you're flying into the Orlando International Airport, you have a couple options to get to your Disney World resort. You can do Mears Connect, which is a shuttle bus. You could do a rental car, or you could do Uber or Lyft. Now, if you have young children and require car seats, I recommend going with Mears Connect or a rental car, but only if you plan to drive off of property, because they're quite pricey right now, and I'm not sure it would be worth it if you didn't plan to leave Disney property. Number 6, the dreaded one. At the 30-day out mark, your final payment is due. Now, if you've already paid in full, great, you don't have to worry about it. If not, this is when your final payment is due. If you don't make your final payment, you don't get to go to Disney. Step number 7, order your Magic Bands. Magic Bands aren't required, but they're the easiest way to get into the park, scan at your Lightning Lane entrances, and it's kind of a souvenir, I consider it. Now, if you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort, you'll get a pre-arrival discount, $10 off each Magic Band that you order. You'll want to do this at least 2 weeks prior to your check-in, that way it arrives to your house before you leave. If you're not staying at a Disney resort, I would still order them ahead of time, that way you already have them before you arrive on Disney property. Number 8, if you booked your trip through me, you'll want to set up your final meeting with me. I do this via Zoom, a phone call, or if you're local, in person. I go over everything during this meeting. I go over every single feature in the My Disney Experience app, all my little tips and tricks, what to do during the park days if it rains, all kinds of stuff. It's a great opportunity for you to ask questions in the moment as things come up. And if you've not been to Disney ever, or if you haven't been in a while since they made a lot of changes, this is great for you. Those are the next 8 steps to take after you book your Walt Disney World vacation. Now, if you haven't booked your Walt Disney World vacation and are interested in doing so, I would love to help you. My quote form is in the description down below, as well as my website to check out. That's it. Have a good one. Bye.